Howdy folks, I hope we're doing well. It's good to be back. More Rugby League to go this weekend, plus Vegas. Very excited myself. But yeah, hope we're doing well. Poll is in the chat. Leave your votes. And we'll see what we're at before kickoff. We are on Sky Sports Plus for anybody that is wondering. Some interesting lineups for both teams actually. Well, that black for Salford doesn't look great, so I might change that to white actually. It normally is red and white for Salford. Let me know your thoughts. Should I change Salford to white as well for the text, or leave it as black to differentiate? If anyone thinks I should change it to white, let me know. But yeah, these are the lineups that have been announced so far. But I hope we're well. Let's have a look. 8 votes already. 62% say Hull KR is going to win. 38 say Salford. Now looks alright. Alright, fair dues, fair dues. I just thought it best to differentiate them in some way. Why do they not have a built-up last Thursday? Is it because of Las Vegas? I'm not too sure. I'm a Salford Saints fan, by the way. That's fair. That's fair. I have predicted Salford to win. I didn't know what the halfback situation was going to be. I am disappointed in Hull KR. So I have gone with Salford to win. But I already predicted them to win in week 1 before I knew about the squad situation, by the way, just to be clear, again, and last week. And they've lost both. So, cracking start. But I do think it's going to be interesting because there's some slight changes to the back line for Salford. So, McDonald, typically centre, has played fullback. I don't know how much wing experience he's got. Sometimes, it's only a small adjustment, but you never know how much of an impact that can have in decision-making, being stuck out on the wing. Same back line for Hull KR though, so maybe they can work their way into it. Possibly more work done with Hiku in the halves, so he might be able to have more of an effect this week. Probably won't touch the ball with his foot at all. But Richardson will take that on. At least he's had some game time for Huddersfield in round 1 against Warrington. But in terms of how well structured they're going to be, we'll have to see. Could be on Minchella to do a lot of the, not necessarily organisation, but you know what I mean. The loose forwards, they'll have a bit of control in what happens with the attacking structure. So maybe Minchella's got a bit more responsibility. Big issue, I think, for me as well is still starting McAlorum. Litton's right there. I still think it should be Richardson and Litton in the halves, but if you're not going to do that, at least start Litton. So, typical spine for Salford, unless you'd put Miller at number 9, but he's not there. It's a strong bench for Salford. It's a strong bench for Hull KR. So both have strong benches. And we'll have to see with Hill at loose forward. Is he just going to take a lot of carries? He's going to link. Moving across the park, we'll have to see. I'm just thinking the kicking game could be massively in favour of Salford tonight. Because they've also got Nicarima to rely on and Briley, so they can all take on those responsibilities. Salford need to win, to be honest. Or have been dire. KR have been dire. Okay, yeah. I was looking at Sky Bet before. Other betting sites are available. Yeah, Hull KR are massive favourites. Let me just see if it's changed much. 7-2 for Salford, which seems weird to me. 2-9 for Hull KR to win. I'm just thinking, are they going specifically off the scores that we've had so far in Super League? Have they not considered the squads that are available? Because that's a strong Salford squad. That's incredibly strong. So feels a bit weird that Hull KR are massive favourites. I can understand if you make them favourites, but massive favourites feels a bit weird to me. Show how much of a talisman Mikey is for KR. True. Very true, Peter. Richardson, as much as he got a lot of flack at Saints and had a little bit at Salford and Castleford, wherever else he's been, I think he's safe. And not in a bad way. That's not to like diminish who he is as a player, but I think 20 quid bet, 140 back, good profit. That I think it's worth a go. Like, if anyone is able to bet here, a bet on Salford to win is not a bad shout, because you'll get good return on that, and I don't think it's that unlikely. But yeah, I think going back to Richardson, I think there's nothing wrong with him. He's stable, safe, reliable, and I would like to see him fit into a system for a good few years. I think he's had injury concerns over the last couple of years as well. But if he could just kind of fit in somewhere, maybe you do well at a championship club that's trying to work their way up, like Bradford or something like that, or Featherstone maybe if they make a push, if London do again, or Toulouse. I think he's one of those guys that can help elevate a championship club and give them stability going into Super League. Or even if he's at another Super League club, I think in time he could... it'd just be nice to see him settled somewhere. He's had a bit of bad luck over the last couple of years. Let's have a look. This game might prove how much Mikey's needed for the near future. Yep. And Richardson was decent for us. Yeah, Richardson was pretty solid for Saints from what I recall. Rate Richards agreed with you 100%. Nice one. Glad someone agrees. But yeah, I think most of you guys will agree with this, but I think if Richardson's kicking game is not elite or isn't even great today, I'm not going to hold it against him because he's been thrown into this. He's had one game in a completely different setup with Huddersfield, and then he's come back. Yes, he's had a bit of time to adjust, but I think it's 100% going to be on him. At least with Lewis last week, he's been there for God knows how many years at this point, at least in the first team, developed a good kicking game last year. So if Richardson's not great today, I'm not gonna go at him for it. Whereas Sneed, I think there's a lot more pressure on him to be reliable with the kicking game, but you can trust him in that department. Same with Briley as well. I'm not looking at Nicarima to do it much, but Briley you'd expect takes on a bit of that responsibility. KR will struggle this season, in my opinion. They really could do. They might have had May back this week. Given that they thought he was a maybe, he'd probably be back next week, and that would be huge. If it's at least May and Richardson, then you've got two kickers in the team. Hiku can go back to centre. Bit unfortunate for Broadbent if he puts in good shifts, but yeah, I think KR could struggle tonight. I think I'm mostly looking at the forwards and the back line. So in terms of actual organisation through the spine, I'm not expecting that much. But in terms of defensive resilience, Davies, Broadbent, Gildart and Burgess is a really strong back line. So in terms of holding Salford out, they could do a good job there. Through the middle, as basically their first team, pretty much. I'd still put Litton over McAlorum anyway, but still, strong forward pack. So could certainly compete well through the middles. And the options on the bench, pretty damn strong as well. So, interesting. I still just lean towards Salford, mainly because of organisation. I think there's a good match in the forwards. I think there's a good match in the back lines, in attack and defence. Both have strong benches, but I think it's just organisation from Salford might do it for them. In terms of the kick game, kick chase, Sneed and Nicarima and Briley moving everyone around. Because Briley can do that. Evalds, I don't know if he's the type to organise. Some fullbacks can do it, but we'll have to see. It's going to be an interesting one. Worried about our game against Wakefield. Look really good and could challenge top 6 if they keep form. I don't think it'll be too much of a worry. I know what you mean, King. I do know what you mean. But I don't think it's going to be that much of a concern. Wakefield need to look a little bit cleaner when they spread the ball. And they haven't left many gaps defensively, but I don't know if they're ready for the speed of Saints yet. I think we should start Hadley rather than Warrior-Hargreaves. Interesting. What's your reasoning for that, Tom? I mean, I think either's fine to start because you've either got Hargreaves to start or the impact of Hargreaves? But what's your sort of reasoning for that? Hello, Liam. Good to see you. Hi, Josh. Hit you in the halves again. Not sure how to feel. See you in 2 hours, Josh. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the game. I'm sure I'll see you on TV again. Again, most famous person at Hull Kingston Rovers that's not part of the squad. So, yeah. So we've got about 5 minutes to go. 43 people here. Good to see you. Had a good turnout last couple streams. And to let you know about future streams as well, if you go to the channel, you can see the upcoming streams, but I'm streaming... Do you know what? Let's actually have a look, just so I don't sound ridiculous. Streams this week. So, tomorrow I'll be streaming Huddersfield versus Hull. Then on Saturday afternoon I'll be streaming Wakefield versus Saints. Then NRL Las Vegas will be Wigan versus Warrington at 9:30. I'll then be streaming Raiders versus Warriors, and that'll start at, let me just get the exact time for that. That'll start 11:45 p.m. on Saturday. Then I'll take a break during the women's game because I don't know anything about the women's game or the players, and I'll be back at 4:15 in the morning on Sunday the 2nd for the Panthers game, and then I'll be streaming Leeds versus Castleford. So there you go. Plenty to come this weekend. Definitely be a good game. That's definite. I'm sure of it. Absolutely sure of it. Wakefield fan, so I'm going to say we'll cause some issues for Saints, especially considering we have 2 day longer layoff from last week. Fair few players returning. Good point, Liam. Good point. Fatigue could play a role, but the only counter to that really I can think of is that Saints didn't have to put too much of a shift in against Castleford. I don't think anyone took a knock or anything like that. I don't think anyone's got bumps or bruises. So I think Saints could be feeling pretty fresh going into that. But I'm still waiting for Saints to be challenged because I want to see what they look like when they're put under pressure. And I would like to see what Wakefield's capable of near the top teams. I'm expecting Saints to be a top team, but I'd also like to see them under pressure to see what they're, I guess, really made of. No Morgan Knowles was... Okay. Would you imagine James Bell goes at 13? Or would you put someone else there like Whitley? Or maybe Delaney. You could always start Delaney. I know he's not a 13, but you could start him. Hadley's more consistent. And his overall defence and attack is better. So if we start with him, it'll weaken Salford's squad. So have a chance to break the line. Definitely need the win with PD. Could be a tight. I'm not sure what you mean by PD. Points difference. There you go. I'm sure that's what you mean. Points difference. Well, fair enough. So you would know more about Hadley than I do. But if you think he's more effective on both sides of the ball, that's fair enough. I do, Jay. The future Hull FC second rower? Hooker? Future Hull FC professional JB9. Watch out for him, folks. So we're closing up to Kickoff pretty soon. I'm going to drop an ad or two in here. There will not be any ads during the games, only before Kickoff, half-time, and after the game. I cannot see the profile picture. Bear with me, Jay. I think that was a very traumatic time in my life, Jay, and I wouldn't like to remember that day. You horrible, horrible, horrible bastard. How dare you. I was not fun to be around that day. And for anyone confused, Jay's picture is Danny Houghton holding the Challenge Cup trophy from 2016 when they beat Warrington. I was there with my dad, some family friends. I was not fun to be around. Bear in mind that the last few times I went before that, I watched us beat Huddersfield in 2009. I watched us beat Leeds the year after. Then we didn't make it the year after that, and then we beat Leeds again the year after. So every time we'd won. So, I think I would start Whitbread if I was in charge of KR. Always liked him when he was at Wakey. He's a true workhorse in the middle. I don't know if... I think given the amount of strength that Hull KR have got, I don't know if there's a wrong choice with the forwards. You'd obviously go with Minchella at 13, Martin and Matchler. But in terms of the front row, I think the correct choice is Lytton. And then in terms of the props that you start with, I don't think you can really go wrong, because they're all really nicely interchangeable. Yeah, well, thanks for the apology, Jay. Appreciate that. At least you guys had some fun. But it's alright, because we have fairly recently won a Challenge Cup, so that's alright. We gave Catalans a Challenge Cup trophy as well, Jay, so we're just sharing the love. We gave Wigan one as well. It's what we do. We collected enough over the last decade and a half. We'll just give them out. So, don't worry about it. That one's for you. So, let's take a look at the poll. All the players are coming out. 65% say Hull KR, 35% say Salford. I still think Salford have a chance here. We're about to get kicked off. Underway, that works. God, I'm a shocking commentator. I'm not going to get a call up for Sky Sports Plus anytime soon, am I? Right, I'm going to end this poll now. Most of you think the Hull KR is going to win. I'm still leaning towards Salford at the moment. If you guys get any specific score predictions, like, what was his name? Is it Jordan? Jordan something that predicted the exact score for Cass v Saints. But we're about to get underway. Richardson will kick off first to Salford. And we are underway. Here we go, folks. Sneed's underneath the ball. First carry from Salford. Oof, big hit onto Ormonroyd. Onto the 10. Hull KR already pushing back. We've seen that a couple times from the start. Intent to really push back on the first carry. And just to let you know, I'm going to focus more on the game commentary, but I will chip in with comments as they come in over time. So I'll be a little bit slower reacting to the chat. Chris Hill with the next carry takes up to the 20. Atkin waits at dummy half. Third tackle for Salford. Go to Watkins down the right-hand side. Makes a couple metres there, just shy of the 30. Atkin waits again. Fourth tackle. To the middle with Hill, playing in the 13 role today. Dion cross hat trick. Maybe Jamie. Maybe. We'll see. So last tackle, going left to Sneed. Oh, they're actually going to go early. They've got a bit of room to run. I'm liking this. Going left. Now we kick through from Lafayette. Taken out late, but it's going to be collected by Evolds on his own 30. So actually not bad field position for Hull KR to start in here. Ooh, ooh. Oh dear, Evolds is... Oh, shit. Evolds is out of it. Oh, that does not look good. Oh, that looks terrible. Was he hit in the head? Well, he must have been, but... Oh dear. Not completely sold on McDonald as a winger. I think it's purely to get Masters in. Well, Masters can be quite an elusive player. But the last time I doubted McDonald when he had a positional change was for PNG in the Pacific Championships when he went to fullback. And he, well, he didn't disappoint. He was actually pretty damn good. So, I'm not going to question it. I think he's obviously got good pace, reliable enough. I think he'll be okay. Oh, that's horrible. That is horrible. I didn't see what happened, but just the way he reacted when he was on the ground, he just looked completely out of it. I've not heard anything about high contact. This could be a rough one for Hull KR to start. Well, he's sat up now. They're going to try and get him up soon, but he will go off for HIA. Whether he passes it, we'll find out. That is a rough one. I think it would be Hiku to fullback, Lytton in the halves, here for KR. See, Liam, That makes sense to me. Or you could put Broadbent to fullback and then Hiku into centre. So there's, I mean, that works, Liam. Both I think work perfectly. I need to watch that. I thought I just missed the replay. I need to watch it back. Don't know if anyone's going to get... No, I think we're going to play on here, folks. Oh. Yeah, there's no way King. Surely he's done for the game. Yellow card for Nikarima. There we go, folks. I didn't see it properly. Let me just watch it before I update this. I've seen worse, I'll be honest, but he does hit him high, so... It's, yeah, it's 10 in the bin for Nikarima.
It's going to be a yellow card. I can't speak. You ballless git, Campbell. You dickhead.
Okay, so Evold is now off for HIA. Nikarima is in the sin bin, and Hull KR have possession, second tackle, inside Salford's territory, up towards their 30 with Jared Warrior-Hargreaves. Just under 2 minutes gone, or just about to hit the 2 minute mark. Hull KR spread the ball left. Richardson switches back to Martin, finds a bit of room to run, brought down just over the 20. McAlorum waits towards the left edge at the moment. Come towards the middle with Minchella, switches back to Jared Warrior-Hargreaves, who takes it just shy of the 10. So work to do for Salford now. Last tackle, they spread right. Richardson, pop the ball up to... And that's going to be one of the easiest tries I might have ever seen in my life for Tanginoa. That's 4 points for Hull KR. That's actually shocking from Salford. That's actually shocking. So, Salford punished from the get-go. I didn't really know how to respond to that, because that just looked really poor, but Hull KR have the lead. Yeah, I wasn't expecting Tanginoa to be on for a second then, but yeah. Tanginoa's on. And it's 4-0. His first touch, yeah. Ball popped up to Tanginoa. Briley shifting too far across. Tanginoa's in a one-on-one. Briley can't recover. Sneed, too weak in the tackle there. Lead for Hull Kingston Rovers. So they punish Salford early. Paul Rowley will be disappointed indeed. Mate, how... I'm aware they're a man down, but that's actually pretty poor. Anyway, kick to come from Hull Kingston Rovers. Martin should have an easy one here. Is the Salford messing up Rob's prediction again? Yep. When I was doing like a season review last year, I was going to look at like how accurate I was with everyone's percentage, and I just thought I can't be bothered because I'll find out the one with Salford and it'll just ruin my day. The kick from Martin is good, so that's going to be a 6-0 lead for Hull KR. I do think I'm expecting Sneed to kind of even things out a little bit with his kicking game when we sort of get back to things normally off the kickoff. Could be worth Hull KR trying to spread the ball early, pick up a little bit of a lead, maybe get a 12, 16, 18 point lead before Salford get a man back. It's like watching Salford's defence against Saints. It was a little bit, to be fair. Congratulations, Matty Lees. You can just walk through. Right. Ball is kicked off. 4.5 minutes gone. Burgess with a carry in Hull KR's territory over their own 20. Second tackle, McAlorum waits. Slow getting up. Could have been a 6 again, but it's not. They go short side left to Martin, who takes a carry up to the 30. McAlorum waits again. Penalty against Salford. You absolute morons. What are you doing? Could you be any more stupid? You are a man down and giving away penalties when you could at least try and pin them back. Hull KR have possession on the halfway line. Warrior Hargreaves carries the ball forwards, makes a few extra metres there. What an absolutely stupid thing to do. Are you actually that dumb? Honestly, it's basic shit. Hull KR have possession on Salford's 40. If they concede again, I'm have no sympathy for them. Even though I've got Salford to win, I've got absolutely no sympathy for stupid stuff like that. They're not even my team, and it's pissing me off. Warrior Hargreaves next carry, just short of Salford's 20. Fourth tackle, short side left. Martin dinks the ball through. Should be okay for McDonald to just push the ball dead in goal. See you later, mate. Salford are going to get battered. I don't think so. As the game goes on, I think they'll be all right, but a little bit stupid to start. They'll get their act together. It was very daftly him. It was stupid. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Mark Sneed goes for a short dropout here. It'd be dangerous, but I think they'd be under pressure anyway, so it might actually be worth a short dropout. Oh, yeah, smart from Sneed there, just using up all the time possible that he's allowed, just to run the clock down. It's fair enough. So, it's a long dropout. In the hands of Sue, takes a carry up to the 30. Big hits there onto Singleton and Ormonroyd. Slow to play the ball. McLaurin waits. 30 metres out for Hull Kingston Rovers. Warrior Hargreaves next carry makes a few metres there. Player process against Rowley. I never even thought about that, Peter, but that's a good point. I guess we'll have to see if something comes out. But it's not. That's a good point, actually. So there's an offload there for Hull Kingston Rovers. Almost an interception for... I can't speak. Gildart's in. I actually cannot commentate. Please don't hire me, Sky. I don't know what I'm saying. It's 10-0. I'm clipping that because that's atrocious commentating. I actually cannot speak. Let's have a trumpet. God, that was bad. An offload there from Hull KR. They spread the ball left. Almost intercepted from Salford. Get the ball off to Gildart. There you go. I've cleaned up the commentary. God, that was so bad. You idiot. Not quite as bad as Salford giving away a penalty when they did, but oh well. Place a £10 bet for Salford to win. Do you know what, Peter? I still wouldn't worry, you know. I still wouldn't worry. If Salford can clean up the discipline just a little bit, I still think they'll be alright. Clock ran down a bit from the dropout. Also, the clock will run down from waiting for the kick. What the hell are they doing? Well, they are still a man down at the moment. There is a slight excuse. But they can't allow offloads. They can't allow penalties and offloads. Right from the touchline, 66% chance for Martin. We'll have a gander. Chance for 12 here. For KR. The kick is... no good. Do you know what I'm really worried about now? Is when I make the stream highlights video, because I sync up the highlights that Super League posts with my reactions, is that now for the stream highlights video, I'm going to have to sync up me sounding like an absolute moron as they score that second try. I might just leave it out. We'll see. I might just leave it out. Just show the replay and me going through it again. Anyway, just over 9 minutes gone. It is 10-0 to Hull Kingston Rovers. Who do you support? I support Warrington Wolves. So 9.5 minutes. Hull Kingston Rovers in possession just over their own 20. Ormonroyd in the ruck there for the play of the ball. Hull KR take it up to the 30. Third tackle, Gildart gives it to Warrior Hargreaves. Spreads across to Hiku, playing number 6 today. Happy you didn't put that 20 quid bet. Again, we will see. We will see. I don't know how long's left on the thing. 10 minutes gone, folks. Fifth tackle. That's the one. They go short side right to Hiku. Hiku's gonna kick the ball. Hiku is gonna kick the ball. And the ball goes dead in goal. It's a 7 tackle set for Salford. Yeah. Don't celebrate too early. Yeah. Stream's frozen. There has been an issue with the stream. Please press back and retry. Stream's down for me. If anyone else is watching the game, please let me know if it's you as well, and not just me. The stream is down. That's great. But a simple switch it off and back on again, is that going to fix it? Okay, game's back on, folks. Thank God for that. Right. Oh, are you taking the mick? I come back to a Salford penalty, or penalty against Salford. Right, so now the stream's back on for me. 11 minutes gone. Nenny McDonald has possession. He should play the ball, and what he does is he grabs at someone's leg. Oh, great. Well, I missed a minute there. Roughly. So Hull KR have possession 25 metres out. Salford have Nikarima back on, so let's take that off, shall we? Hull KR 20 metres out, towards the middle with Minchella, switches back to Sue. And there we go. They spread left, Minchella, Richardson, switches back to Reece Martin. Stopped immediately. I think his face has hit the ground there. Getting up gingerly. Minchella straightens up with a carry, up towards the 10. Martin does not look in a good way. Hull KR only a few metres out. They go right to Richardson, across to Hiku. Davies is in for another try. Oh my God. It's 14-0. It's 14-0. Oh my God. Good luck, Warrington and Vegas on Saturday night. Thanks, James. Salford do know how to shoot themselves in the foot at the moment, don't they? In the feet. Yeah. You're not wrong, Liam. This is how bad it is for me in Salford, right, with predictions. Are you ready for this? Okay. Now, if you watch my prediction videos regularly, and you watched them last year, you'll know that me and Salford did not get on at all. It was all over the place. If I predicted them to win, they weren't winning. And this is even in games that they should be winning. If I had them to lose, they'd win. Salford did not do me any favours. Now, there was a game last year. I did my predictions for round 6 of the Challenge Cup. They were away to Hull KR. Same fixture. In the 6th round of the Challenge Cup. In Super League, in the last 5 games, Salford were on better form than Hull KR. I think they'd won 3 out of 5. Hull KR only won 2 out of 5. As Richardson nails the kick. So Salford were on better form than Hull KR. Salford also beat Hull KR a few weeks before. I think it was like 17-12. And I later found out, after predicting Salford to beat Hull KR in that Challenge Cup game, that Mikey Lewis was not playing. Mikey Lewis is not playing. Do you know what the scoreline was for that? Does anybody remember what the Challenge Cup scoreline was when Mikey Lewis wasn't there for Hull KR versus Salford last year? Does anyone remember what the score was after I predicted Salford to win? Does anyone want to take a guess? I'll give you a few moments. Some people might be Googling it. The score was 40-0 to Hull KR. There wasn't a sin bin. There wasn't a red card. And it was 40-0. No Mikey Lewis. Salford were on better form. And they'd recently beat Hull KR as well. Right. Back to the game then. 15 minutes gone. Knock on from Warrior Hargreaves. This puts Salford in great field position. Are we going to mount a comeback now? Come on. I say we. I'm not a Salford fan. Right then. So, a scrum for Salford. 30 metres out. Great opportunity to respond. Now they've got their full ensemble. Ball goes into the scrum. They go right. Out the back there. Oh, ball's moving nicely. It's with McDonald. Bit of room to run. McDonald takes it to about 6 metres out from the line. Good spread of the ball there from the scrum. That was an excellent play there from the scrum. They're over on the right-hand side. Salford now move towards the middle. Only 15 metres out. Chris Hill gets the offload away to Atkin. Then to Ormonroyd. So 13 metres out. So carry through the middle from Chris Hill. Come on, Salford. I need my prediction to come in here. Come on. I can't remember what I predicted. I think it was 16-12 I predicted to Salford. So that's already wrong. Watkins waits at the play the ball into the middle with Sneed. 4 tackle. Dinks the ball through. And Batchelor pushed the ball out. So repeat set. Good stuff from Salford there. Getting a repeat set. Smart stuff. 16.5 minutes gone. Yeah, Jamie, it's been mad. Mainly penalties against Salford for like stupid stuff. Obviously, Hull KR doing well, but I don't say. I believe it's Tyson Smithy from Brisbane. Should be great. Oh, interesting. Okay, that'd actually be a decent signing. I didn't see Smoothie that much last year, but that'd be a solid signing if they get him, or if they have got him. So a long drop out from Richardson. Singleton looking very large there with a big hit. Salford about 39 metres out from the line. 17 minutes gone. Oh, for God's sake, man. Briley gives the ball off to Watkins and he knocks the ball on. And then a second knock on from Hull KR. Oh my God. What are you doing? So, no Mikey Lewis, no May. Evalds is also still off, and I think probably failed his HIA. This is actually poor. There's actually no excuse for Salford. There's no excuse. Simple as that, they should not lose it. They actually just shouldn't lose this game. I'm aware they're 16 points down, but they should actually still win from this point. Everything is in their favour. Spoke to a few Brisbane fans about him, said he isn't good enough for them. Be one of the best 9s in the Super League. I don't know about that. We'll see. So, off the back of the scrum, there's been a bit of a argy-bargy going on between the two forward packs in the scrum, but Batchelor has the ball. Push back a bit onto their own 40. Second tackle coming up, 18.5 minutes gone. Into the middle with Minchella, almost knocking the ball on. Bit of a dodgy pass there. Michael Oram waits a dummy half. Still inside their own half at the moment. Hull KR. Sue loses possession. Knock on from Hull Kingston Rovers. So Salford will have possession from the halfway line. And there's 19 minutes gone. Right, come on, Salford. Come on. Captain's challenge. How are you saying they're going to win from the AP? I'll make it very clear. There's no May. There's no Lewis. There's no Evalds. Who do you think should... If you look at the lineup that Salford's got, if Hull KR don't have Evalds, Lewis and May, surely Salford should be winning this game. Surely. I'm not saying they will. but surely they should. Yeah, there is a captain's challenge. I've not really seen any stripping motion. I don't think there's a strip there. Oh. There is a hand on the ball, actually, from Atkin. Yeah, that's actually going to be a penalty against Salford again. God, this is utterly stupid. Good point, Jamie. Good point. Captain's challenge is going to be successful. Oh my God. I do feel like if Salford just string a few normal sets together, they'll come up with something. But this is actually just ridiculously poor from Salford right now. This is shocking. And it's things they can clean up. You can clean up discipline like that. It's not a massive fix. I'd imagine so, Liam. I would certainly imagine so. So Hull KR 20 metres out. Ball's come loose there. Another penalty against Salford. Jesus Christ. Atkin again. Hull KR going for 2. It's right in front of the sticks. Martin will get it. I'm just going to give him the points. Absolutely stupid. Again, I'm not even a Salford fan, but this is actually pissing me off. Well, Richardson's going for the kick, actually. Martin is on the bench. The kick is good. What a great opportunity for Salford to keep Hull KR pinned back off the back of this. What a great opportunity that is. Think Salford have seen your prediction and decided to sabotage? Yeah. Yeah, there is a conspiracy, 100%. There are some that thinks that flat Earth should be seriously looked into. There's something going on with Salford Red Devils, I'll tell you that. They've looked like Salford have been 50-50 with the ball, but we can't tell because they keep dropping it. When they have spread the ball, they've looked okay once or twice. But they just keep giving away penalties. 21.5 minutes gone, 18-0, third tackle. McIlaurin waits. Fourth tackle. They go short side right to Hiku. Up to the halfway mark. Last tackle. McIlaurin waits to Richardson behind the halfway line. Kicks high and long. It's going to bounce. Bradley recovers and returns just short of the 20. Dragged back by 3. 4 defenders. Find out Liam Watts has been just left Castleford. What do you think about that, and where do you think he'll go next? Interesting. I don't know why he's left. If you know why, that'd be great. Where he'd go, I don't know. Maybe Wakefield if they want to get in some more experienced players. Or anyone that's recently lost a prop. Maybe Hull FC. Have just lost Liggy South for the season. I'm sure they signed someone on loan. But yeah. Salford in possession on their own 30. Fourth tackle. Chan is on. Atkin goes left to Sneed. Last tackle, he's going to kick long. It'll bounce a couple times here. Who's playing fullback here? Well, Davies has the ball. Oh, yeah, fair enough then. That's a good point, Liam. And fair enough, Jay. Fair enough. Didn't know that. 23 minutes gone. Hull KR have possession just over the halfway line now. Third tackle coming up. McIlaurin waits. They go right to Tanganoa. Try scorer, first of the game, from his first touch. Just in front of the 40. They go up to the 30 with Hiku. He's going right. Gets a bit of room up to the 20. Last tackle, 23.5 minutes gone. Richardson kicks just left of the post, recovered by, I believe that's Masters. Salford pinned back a few metres in front of their own line. Briley gives the ball to McDonald. Makes a few metres there, really struggling, but pushing hard. Look for a quick play of the ball. Salford could really do with a penalty here. It's a good point, Peter. Like, which way do I go? Interesting. So, Sangare is now on. Oh, big hit. Tip beyond the horizontal. I was thinking it might have been called, but yeah, Justin Sangare, tip beyond the horizontal by Jared Warrior-Hargreaves. Penalty for Salford. So that's not bad. They put a few hits into Hull KR's defensive line, wear them down a bit, and then get a penalty late on from the 30. So they'll be in great field position now. So Sneed's going to kick this out from their own 30. Salford will start this set, the comeback set, from the halfway mark. It's a tap from Masters. Switches back to Sneed. They go short side right here. They're going for Summit. Oh, but McDonald has to cut back in, so they're up to the 40. So they don't really get anywhere from that. Atkin waits over on the right-hand side, into the middle with Watkins. Switches back to Chan. Salford still on about the 40. Play the ball, look really dodgy. Knock on. So there's a dodgy play the ball from Chan. Atkin isn't there yet. And it's just recovered by McIlaurin, but there's a knock-on from Atkin in the process. What an absolutely just pathetic performance. I think as a unit they should be utterly embarrassed. So back at the scrum now. Davies with a carry, getting dragged by 4 defenders back towards the 40. Let's get some actual intent from Salford now. In the middle with... Is that Batchelor? It might be. Now they go left. Who's that? Someone's on. Didn't quite see who that was. But Hull KR on the halfway mark. Litton's also on. So is Luckley. Oh yeah, 18th man has been activated. So Luckley's on. Hull KR shifting the ball left. Hadley. Thank God there's a beard for Luckley to differentiate the two. That's great. Litton. Last tackle. Out the back to Richardson, who kicks high after being put under a lot of pressure. McDonald's underneath it. You'll never guess. It's a penalty against Salford. Escort. That... There is no penalty that pisses me off more than an escort. There is no... Escorts piss me off big time. There are multiple referees. There are multiple cameras. And all you are telling us is you do not trust your fullback or winger to recover the ball. That's all you're telling us. Can you really be that stupid to step in somebody's way? Do you understand how blatantly obvious that is? Penalty is good from Richardson. It's 20-0. I think anybody that commits an escort and gives away a penalty is stupid. And I don't just mean like, I don't know, bit silly. They are a dumb human being. I'm trying to be like, I never swear, typically. But the worst description you could think of in your own heads, that's how I think of people that give away escort penalties. Shows how much of a moron you are. Hull KR in possession on their own 10. Just one normal set, Salford. For God's sake, one normal set. Batchelor takes the ball up to Hull KR's own 30. Just over 29 minutes gone. Oh my God, this is unbelievable. Luckily with a carry through the middle. Minchella, next carry. Just shy of the halfway line. Ball goes short side left to Litton. Briley's underneath it. He's on the 10. Just short of the 20. Salford need another penalty here. Nikarima. Oh, thank you, Jay. Thanks very much. That is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Defo protest, infuriate fans. If it is a protest, I think it's more on the Salford players than it is on Rowley. Oh yeah, you get a trumpet, Jay. Salford in possession. Laffey's moving. Bit of space on the left for McDonald. Has to cut back inside. Gets the ball off. Just stays in field. Cross plays the ball. Laffey towards the middle with Sneed. Kicks the ball high on the last tackle. And Broadbent. Is Broadbent playing at fullback? I've not fully seen yet. But yeah, stopped on the 20. Into the middle with Davies now. Takes it over the 20. Gets a few metres. High tackle against Salford. You're welcome, Jay. Have Hull KR scammed 3 wins out of 3. Should have lost to Cass, but Tex Hoy didn't fancy kicking a 2. Wakey should have beat them. Salford just gifting them win practically. Yeah, it's not been great from Hull KR. Like, I'm not trying to shit on Hull KR's performance, but they've not had to do anything. They've literally not had to do anything. Might be one of the worst performances I've seen, and I've watched Wakey for the whole 2023 season. Yeah, this is actually abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Love to see the penalty count. I'm sure we'll see it at some point. I don't know why they haven't put it up. But yeah, Hull KR in possession inside Salford territory. Just under 32 minutes gone. They're on Salford's 40. Minchella switches back to Tanganoa. Missed tackle from Sangare. They get up to the 30. Litton waits. 32 minutes gone. Litton scoots. Finding a bit of room to run. Gets it up over the 20. Short side left. Richardson. Broadbent dinks the ball through. Briley's going to get pushed over the dead ball line. Drop out. This is going to sound stupid, but when I'm at games, I hear that trumpet. What does it mean? Or is it just a random funny sound effect? I think it's just to like get the crowd involved. It's like a little thing just to get them into it. Adds a bit of atmosphere. I think that's what it's for. Hi, Josh. You having fun? So Sneed goes for a short drop out. Nicarima recovers the ball. Go on, Salford. So they'll start this set 25 metres out from their own line. Into the middle with Masters. Want a taster of all sound effects tonight, please? There's only 3. You've had the sin bin. You've had the trumpet, which is waiting on a red card. Salford only completed 4 sets, 56% completion rate. Shocking. Jesus Christ. It's awful. Chan takes it up over halfway. 4th tackle coming up. So they could... Chan slow to get up. Again, distasteful when fans cheer when somebody's slow to get up. I think if you do that, you're an absolutely disgusting human being. So they try and go short side right. They're all over the place. Get an offload to Briley. Kicks the ball high. Doesn't really get much depth on it. That is stupid from Salford. What are you doing? Burgess literally just runs into a player. Should be no penalty there. That's fine. Broadbent to Davies. Yeah, Burgess was looking for that. A red card for Salford. Mate, give the red card to Hull KR. Because then they'll definitely win. They'll piss me right off. Oh. Is it a knock-on from Davies? Burgess... Oh. Nah, Sangare does actually just... Okay, maybe there was a penalty to be given there. Fair enough, I didn't see that bit, actually. Is there a knock-on from Davies? Yeah, knock-on from Davies. Salford with a scrum. So yeah, there's only one more sound effect to come. That's the red card. I tell you what, if we get another donation this stream, I'll play the red card, even if there's not a red card. But it's not that important, so don't donate just for the sake of it, but I'm just saying. So Salford, 30 metres out. Bullock takes Salford 25 metres out. They go short side right. Nicarima gets a few metres over the 20. Hankinson waits. They go short side right again, he scoots past the 10. 4th tackle, 35 minutes gone. Good chance here for Salford. Watkins. Nicarima. Spreading left to Sneed. Ball popped up to... Who's number 15? Right, okay. Wright's knocked the ball on for Salford. And they've let off full KR. How fun is that? That's great. That's excellent. That's really good, that. I think this is the most pissed off I've ever been for a performance that's not from Warrington. But it's alright, I'm a positive person. What's the positive from this? Well, Salford could pin Hull KR back just in front of their own 10. Unless they score off the back of this scrum. We'll see. So, the ball's going to get played in from Richardson. They go left. And there's... wasn't a bad chance for a line break for Broadbent there, to be fair. Burgess with the next carry. Brought down by Nicarima very quickly. Lytton waits at dummy half. Burgess slow to get up. Davies with the next carry over the 30. Definitely, Jamie. Very long day. Whether I'll take a nap during the women's game, I don't know. I might have to. We'll see. But I think there's a good chance I'll be up. Hull KR. 4th tackle on the 40. Luckily, pushed back towards over the 40. Richardson from dummy half. Left-hand side to Lytton, who kicks long. Taken on the full by Ryan Briley. On the 20. So Salford start about 25 metres out from their own line. Just under 3 minutes to go in this half. Can they pull up? There's a knock-on from Salford as I say that. Oh my god. There is no way. There is no way. Oh my god, I've gone bright red. I've gone as red as the scoreboard. Oh my god, there's no way. Scrum for Hull KR on the 20. They're spreading the ball right. Broad bent. Okay, Hull KR's like 5 metres out. Salford players trying to drag him out. Push back a little bit. Okay, Hull KR in possession. First tackle. Salford Red Devils, sponsored by Durex. 2 minutes to go, second tackle. Luckily with a carry, making good meters, they just can't bring him down. Right, now they do, 2 meters out. They straighten up. Lytton towards the right stick, goes right to Hiku. Straightens up. Brought down a metre short. Last tackle for Hull KR. A minute and a half to go. Lytton dinks the ball through. Recovered by Briley. Okay. Want to hear the sound effect if I donate whilst watching Hull tomorrow? That's fine. That is fine, Jay. No pressure to knock on. Yep. There's a laugh. Have Salford got Vaseline in their hands or something? Some kind of loop? Yeah. Maybe. So Cross with the next carry takes it up to the 10. A minute to go. Bullock. Can we get some expansive stuff? If they mess up on an expansive play now, I could kind of be okay with it because they've got a lot of work to do. But this is ridiculous. Masters with the carry. Short the 30. Oh, penalty for Salford. There's points on the horizon, folks. Lad. Okay, 30 seconds to go. Sneed with a long penalty. Salford are going to start 40 metres out. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Chance for Salford. 20 seconds. Good point, Peter. Good point. So Sangari is going to play the ball for Hankinson. 10 seconds to go. Sneed. Out the back to Nikarima. Nikarima dropped the ball. And it is now half-time. This might be... It might be it might be the worst performance I've ever seen from anybody ever. I don't know whether to be impressed or whether to cry. I'm leaning more towards cry. I think every Salford player should be utterly embarrassed with themselves and should be willing to take a massive pay cut. That was shit. Please don't ever let me watch anything like that ever again. Thank you. So if you guys have any thoughts on that half, please do let me know in the chat. I'd love to hear what you guys think. If we have a difference of opinion, maybe you thought it was world class. If you do, ignorance is bliss, as they say. Hull FC probably... There's no way, Jamie. I understand that FC were bad last year. Why do I just call them Hull? I understand that Hull were bad last year. It cannot be worse than that. Surely. Because at least with Hull's squad last year, you could let them off with the quality of it. Like, wasn't great at times. But this Salford squad, you just... Nah. You just... Nah. Are there any stats on the Super League website? I don't know if they do live stats or not. I don't think so. Maybe... Maybe SofaScore. SofaScore might have something. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, according to SofaScore, I don't know how accurate it's going to be, but I'm sure it's probably accurate enough. Ball possession, 69% to Hull KR. Turnovers, Hull KR have had 4, Salford only 5. Penalties conceded, Hull KR 1, Salford 4. That feels incredibly... Do you know what? It feels like that's less than what we've had. Wow. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Oh, I will say actually, there was a decent video posted by Sky Sports. I don't know if it was Sky Sports or Sky Sports News. But there's a Scottish mentalist, Colin Cloud. He did some stuff with Warrington Wolves, some mentalism stuff, and that was quite good. I'm into that kind of stuff. I was into that stuff when I was in high school, actually. Massive nerd. This how I was so popular in high school, I learned how to do the Rubik's Cube. How popular was I? And I learned a few card tricks as well. And now I'm live streaming Rugby League games. I've elevated. But yeah, I did some stuff with a few of the Warrington lads. It's a good watch. Oh, well, I can't wait for the rest of the weekend for hopefully some half-decent games. That'd be nice. That'd be fantastic. So I'm going to play a couple ads because, because it's financially beneficial for me to do so. Oh, God, this is pain. Pure pain. God, I hope not, Jamie. I hope not. I mean, it could be because it's Huddersfield versus Hull FC, but I hope not. So, there was a try from Tanganoa on the 3rd minute, Gildart on the 8th, Davies on the 13th. A goal from Martin, 3 from Richardson, and a sin bin from Nikarima in the 2nd minute. Salford lucky Hull KR missing players and playing rubbish. Yeah, I suppose, like, Hull KR, if this was Hull KR from last year, bloody hell, this is... I would dread to think what the scoreline would actually be. When I say this, I actually do mean it. If Salford play clean, they don't even need to be that good, but if they're just cleaner, better disciplined, and they don't drop the ball as much, and just complete sets at a good rate, given the difference in player availability, it's not that unachievable to win this game. It's not that far out of reach. If they clean up their act. That's only if. So I'm not saying they will win. I'm not saying that they, that they should win at this point. But if they're just cleaner, there's a chance that they might. Oh my God. Okay, so possession 59% for Hull KR, 89% completion for Hull KR, 54% for Salford, 6 from 11. 500 metres compared to 300, 116 tackles to 152, 9 missed tackles to Salford 7, 2 errors for Hull KR, 4 for Salford, Play the balls in opposition's 20, 12 for Hull KR, 6 for Salford. Oh my god. Would you agree there's been a bit of a dirty play from Salford as well? Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the Sangare bit on Burgess? I've not seen anything. Or do you mean just generally in the ruck and stuff like that? Because I've not seen anything over the top yet. And again, folks, there's no May, there's no Lewis, and there's no Evalds. So, I think most of you guys would agree that if Salford just completed a higher rate and get into a few normal sets, they can put some points on the board. I think for now, don't worry about forcing it too much. Just try and complete a couple sets, get into a rhythm, strong defensive work, don't give away penalties, and we'll see. Ball steals, and in the ruck, I'm not talking fights, obviously. I mean, there's a few of those. I mean, I don't like the way that the technique is in the ruck now, because it's hands on the ball. Like, when you have the ball, or when a team has the ball, they'll hold a defender down a little bit. Or the defender will put their hands on the ball just to make the play the ball dodgy. And I just think, given it's a 50-50 chance of a penalty, why don't you just let him play the ball? Why don't you be better in having better contact? I'm not talking about you specifically, Patrick, just to be clear, but talking to the players, why don't you just do a better job at wrapping the ball up, getting the player down and making it a slow play of the ball rather than putting your hands all over it and potentially giving away a penalty? There's like a weird mindset with some players. They just default to stupid. God, this has been a rough one. This has been a really rough one. So, as of right now, Broadbent's at fullback, Hiku's at centre, Litton is in the halves with Richardson. Completely agree, I just wish they would let players play the ball though. We'd have a game nearly as fast as an RL, 100% agree with everything you just said. Well, appreciate that. It's a weird one because, like, if we want the game to be faster, I suppose it's at what point do we say that that's a completed tackle and they should move. So I'm pretty sure we have this thing where it's like you've got the dominant tackle, so if the attacker is dominant, they are allowed to get up and play the ball quickly, but if the defender's dominant in the tackle, then they can hold them down for longer. I think. I'm sure there's something about it, but I'm not sure the specifics of it. I suppose that's the thing of, like, at what point should we say the tackle's complete and players need to get off? Is it when the ball carrying arm hits the ground, when the ball hits the ground? Is it when the backside hits the ground, an elbow, a knee? Like, how do we speed it up but not make it so ridiculously quick? And if somebody never touches the ground, at what point are they held or not? I know it's when there's, like, stopping forward progress, but some refs let it continue if players are pushed back, or as soon as they stop, that's it, held. So, I don't know. Maybe something to look at, but I'm not sure. So, just to remind you folks, for streaming for the rest of the week, we'll have Huddersfield versus Hull FC tomorrow night, and I'll keep you up to date with the scores of the other game, which is Lee versus Catalans. I'll then be streaming Wigan versus Warrington. Oh, sorry, Wakefield versus Saints earlier on Saturday. Then I'll be streaming Wigan versus Warrington, Raiders versus Warriors directly after that. Then there'll be a break during the Gillaroos and England women's game, and then I'll be back for the Panthers versus Sharks game. And then on Sunday afternoon, I'll be back for Leeds versus Castleford. Well, if anyone's got any thoughts from that first half, or any thoughts going into the second half, I'd love to hear if anyone's got a master plan. Can we spot a wild Josh in the stadium? Maybe. He's normally on TV once a week, sometimes twice. Couldn't get rid of him in the semi-final last year. He was all over the place. Just trying to spot Josh. Where is he? Where is the lad? Salford Youth would have done better. I'm a KO fan. Maybe, Ollie. Maybe. Could be right. This is absolutely appalling from Salford. Like, this is... It is shit. Utter shite from Salford. Players are coming out, folks. Salford, do they look like they've just been bollocked? I can't tell if they just look embarrassed or like they've just been bollocked. I think a bit of both. But they're on the way out. We'll be underway shortly. I'll say it, KO red card, Salford win 24-20 like they did against Saints last year. Oh, well, there we go. Jamie's called it. Have you got the Great Escape music? Well, I'll have to get out my phone, Peter. That's a last minute adjustment I'll have to make. I wasn't expecting Wallace and Gromit. I feel like this was more appropriate. Anyway, let's not get copyrighted, and we're underway for the second half, folks. Hull KR, first carry of the second half, and they've been pushed back over the 10. Cracking start from Salford, love it. Next carry from Burgess. Moves more towards the centre, but doesn't make any metres. Lytton waits. Next carry from Hiku. Makes about 5 metres. Salford have given away a penalty in the first set of the second half. Oh my god. So Hull KR up to their own 40 with a fresh set. A minute gone in the second half. Minchella gives it to Luckley. Takes it up to halfway. And a 6 again for Hull KR. Minchella switches the ball back to Hiku. Straightens up and takes a carry. Lytton waits a dummy half. Only 30 metres out. Into the middle with Minchella. Then to Luckley once again. 4 defenders in the tackle. Lytton waits. About 25 metres out. Third tackle. Towards the middle with Minchella. Fakes the switch back. Gives it to Richardson, who then switches back to Tanginoa. Takes a carry over the 20. 2 minutes gone in the second half. Lytton, he goes himself. Pops the ball up. Not sure who that's to. Last play. Short side left. Ball gets across to Burgess. Hasn't really got the room. Kicks the ball. Still last tackle. Salford keep him out. So handover. Salford now in possession. Nikorima's going to play the ball for Nenny McDonald. Masters with the first carry, just short of the 20. Come on, Salford. This one's in the bag for you guys. It's in the bag. I'm telling you. I can feel it. I can feel it in my nuggets. Surf's Up reference, if anyone got that. Sangari plays the ball. Salford carry the ball about 35 metres out from their own line. Chan with the next carry up towards the 40. USA or Greece when they get their copper wires back. Oh, I saw that. I saw there was a live stream and that it'd been up for an hour saying we'll start soon and it never started or something like that. Salford spread the ball left and the ball comes loose and Tanganoa recovers it just short of the halfway line. I'd probably say Greece knowing who they've got. I don't really know who USA's got, but I guess Greece... Actually, it depends who Greece actually has available to play. Because if they haven't got Magulius, Ilias, and a few other us's, then I don't know. And my screen's gone white. Okay, I'm all good. Stream is still good, I think. Okay, I had a bit of a moment there with my PC. So, Hull KR are in possession. Third tackle, 44 minutes gone. Sorry, folks. Hull KR goes short side left. Broadbent with room to run. Skips past 2. Broadbent's in for a try. $24-0. Nick Kareem and Masters just got absolutely sent to the corner shop. Hello, the anime dude. If you don't mind, if you're on TV, get the stream up. Cheers, mate. Great advertising. But I hope you're enjoying the game as much as we all are here, because we're having an absolute blast. We're loving this. Paul Rowley's... I thought he's on his radio. I thought he was on his phone. I was going to say, if he's watching the stream from his phone, I could have a chat to him right now and just let him know. Hi, Craven dude. My phone's up. Love that. It would be nice just one time if somebody at the stadium watching the stream or just had it up, got it on the camera. That would actually be really cool. And the kick from Richardson is good. So I was thinking, you know what? It's only 4 tries and 4 kicks for Salford. Sneed could nail them all. And then there you go. 1 point game. But no. Lovely game. Do you, Tom? Do you? So, Hull KR in possession. Salford trying to push somebody back here. Still not sure who that is yet. Is that Gildart? Possibly, not sure. It's with Luckley on the 30 in Hull KR's own territory. Now being dragged back by 3 Salford defenders. Go right hand side with Minchelis, which is back to Tanginoa. 4th tackle coming up. Lytton on the 40. They spread left. It's with Hadley. There we go. Richardson, short side left to Lytton. He's going to kick long. Briley takes it on the full. Hands the ball off to Masters, or Nenny McDonald, sorry. And he's dragged back over the 10. Excellent. Salford finishing bottom this season then. Possibly Brad. Very, very possibly. I still think they'll get their act together and possibly be ahead of Cass and Huddersfield. But right now it's been shocking. Salford are playing hot potato with the rugby ball. They keep dropping it. Yeah, unfortunately. Try and get the stream on telly. Thank you very much. Masters. Hull KR fans loud and proud in song. Laffey trying to shrug off a few, but it's 4th tackle. Salford still on their own 20. Bullock with the next carry. Makes about 5 metres. Oh my god. Last tackle. They haven't even made it past the 30 yet. So it's with Sneed. The ball is going to bounce once, a couple times. Ends up in the hands of Broadbent, who's playing at fullback at the moment. In absence of Evolds. And they're also without May and Lewis, just to kind of remind everyone of the current situation. Hull KR, only about 40 metres out now. Gildart in towards the centre of the field. Cats Rovers east stand. Extension. Okay. Alright, I got you. I'll be looking out for it. East stand extension. Gotcha. I will be looking out for it. So, Hull KR only 30 metres out. There's a scoop from Lytton. He's got room to run. Makes some good metres there. Makes about 10 metres. Plays the ball. Hiku waits to go left. Last tackle. There's a dink through. Should be easy for McDonald to collect, and it is. And it's a penalty against Salford for, I believe, a late hit. Got to check out now because I'm missing it. Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. That's fair enough. You get to it. You're about to take a 30-0 lead in a moment. Jesus Christ. Hull KR have a penalty 15 metres out. So they tap the ball, and it's going to be Warrior Hargreaves with the first carry. Takes it over the 10. Hull KR only about 9 metres out. Lytton waits at dummy half. In the centre of the field, they shift towards the right. And they pop the ball up to Luckley, who's going to gain a few metres there. Hull KR about 3 or 4 metres out. Plays the ball. Lytton waits to right of the sticks. And it's a 6 again. And it's a try. For Hull KR. From Whitbread. And I reckon they've got the kick as well, so I'm going to give them the extra 2. So, anyone get any plans for the weekend? Or anyone do anything nice? Work going well? You know, any fun, exciting plans this weekend? And, you know, anything cool? Did anyone see Salford in training this week or anything like that? Did anyone get a glimpse of their incredible training regime, or do they just not do that over there anymore? Celebrating KO win. Also watching Morton vs Wigan on your stream. Lovely stuff. As a Salford fan, I've stopped watching the game. Just awful. Well, that is completely fair, mate. That is completely and utterly fair. Did he miss the kick? Oh, he missed the kick. My bad. You've only scored 30, you awful, awful Hull KR players. How have you only scored 30? Can't believe you missed the kick. How shocking is that? Oh, okay. You feel like Slafford... I know what you meant. Do you feel like Salford will go down at the moment? No. Only because I think the club will probably do enough in all other areas for the IMG gradings. I've got a feeling that no one's going to go down this year. That looked high. But it's play on, thank God. Littered in possession, gets pushed back by a few defenders. So, we're approaching 53 minutes. It's fourth tackle for Hull KR. They spread the ball left inside their own half. It's with Gildart down the left-hand side. So, Hull KR, last tackle. Clock is stopped. Just under 3 minutes. And Chan is being seen to. Just don't get why we're so awful. Basically the same team as last year, but just bad. The biggest problem is literally just giving away penalties and not completing sets. That's it. That is it. Just complete sets. Hold on to the ball. This is actually a different game. Even when they were like 10-0 down from like during the sin bin that Nicarima had, it's a different game. Just complete sets higher. That's all you got to do. It is basic rugby league is so underrated. Because the biggest underdog can demolish a giant if the giants don't get the basics right. If you have no basics, you've got no chance. Minus 108 points difference before tonight. Worst ever start to a season? It might be. It might be. So, not good for Salford as Laffey is going to go off. He's probably one of their more exciting prospects or options to go to put some points on the board. So, he's a big loss. So, we'll see if he passes the HIA. Oh my God. Our attack is flat. I remember watching Wigan vs FC. Play the ball on try line, Marshalls on 30-metre line. Depth is incredible, but Salford just flat. Oh, charge down. Broadbent recovers it. So the Giants are 0-2. You know what I mean? Silly. Silly. But yes, possibly. So Hull are in possession on the second tackle. Third tackle coming up, 53.5 minutes gone. Lytton waits at dummy half. Just shy of the 40. It's with Warrior Hargreaves, takes it over the 40. Switch back to Sue. Salford are going to need some sin bins and red cards against Hull KR here. Like, that's their only chance. So out the back to Richardson, who kicks the ball high from the halfway line. Crosses underneath it. On the 10. Tries to step. Stopped immediately. 54 minutes gone. Into the middle with Hankinson. Masters takes it up to the 20. They play the ball on the 20 and they go right hand side to Nenny McDonald, who makes about a metre or two, shifting towards the right. Fourth tackle, Sneed. Switch the ball back to Watkins. Why you wouldn't just try and spread the ball, I don't know. So Sneed kicks the ball high with a bit of spiral on it. It's going to bounce. Then it's recovered by Broadbent. Hands it off to Burgess. On the 40. Oh, there's a knock-on big hit there from Salford. Bullock. Okay. Salford got away with that one. It's first knock-on against Hull KR, I think. Big hit from Hankinson. So Bullock offloads the ball. Nicarima goes to collect it, but I think he's tackled just before he touches it. So, folks, 25 or 24 and a half minutes to go. Plenty of time. Do you know what I mean? There's plenty of time. You only need to try every few minutes. It's not that difficult. Easy enough. So Salford have a scrum on Hull KR's 40. They go left here. Make a few metres there. Right, come on. 56 minutes gone. The comeback starts now. Let's go. Come on. So they move towards the middle. With right. Come on. 30 metres out. Atkin waits at dummy half in centre field. Shift right to Sneed. They move the ball right. There's a bit of room to run there for, I think that was Nicarima. It was. Plays the ball to Masters over on the right-hand side. They come back towards the middle. And then they shift right again. Nenny McDonald then has to shift back towards the middle again from the right. Bit of room to run down the left maybe if they try and go for something. Briley shifting left. It's a good tackle there from Batchelor to bring him down. 31 metres out. Fourth tackle. Bullock met very quickly. Good defensive line speed from Hull KR. They've not had to use much energy, to be fair, I don't think, so you might as well use it up. 57 minutes gone. Fifth tackle. It's with Sneed. Kicks the ball high. A few chases there. Broadbent just drops straight away. Masters wraps him up on the 10. So just over 57 minutes gone. Hull KR 10 metres out from their own line. Good defensive pressure from Essen Masters. Hill and Bullock join him. Slow to get up. Richardson waits. Hands the ball off to Davies. Stop just in front of the 10 again. This is good defensive work from Salford. Batchelor. Only makes a few metres there. Come on, Salford. Come on. And Hull KR now only over their own 20. Last tackle, so good defensive work from Salford. So, out the back to Lytton, who kicks long. Taken. I was about to say taken on the full by Briley, and as soon as I said taken, he dropped the ball. Right. So 59 minutes gone in the game. Hull KR are in possession about 20 metres out. So, yeah. Good luck to him, really. I mean, 40's up for grabs again. If they do this in back-to-back years, I'm actually... Well, I don't know what I'll do, but... I could cry. I could do. My body wants to. My soul wants to. But we'll see. Warrior Hargreaves' trousers will come down. They shift right. Yeah, it's a trip now, you know. Oh my god. Should we get a trumpet just to kind of get a bit of a vibe in here? Just to pick up the atmosphere, shall we? Whey! It's a party in here now, folks. Do you know what? This result is not on Paul Rowley. Well, there you go, Jay. There you go. And if you guys are losing 36-0 after 61 minutes and 10 seconds, then I'll be sure to play trumpet for you in the hopes that it picks up your spirits. We'll see. But, yeah, I don't really know what Rowley could do here. This is 100% on the players. Hey! Bit of a mess from the kickoff. Salford are going to get the ball 10 metres out. Folks, the comeback's on. The comeback's on. The comeback's on. Rolling my sleeves up. Come on! Hill's going to play the ball 10 metres out. Atkin goes right to Sneed. Switches back to Watkins. Come on, Salford. This is the start of a beautiful comeback. There's 18 minutes to go. You got all the time in the world. Come on. Just need like a point every 2 minutes. 2 points every minute. Yeah, that's the one. Come on. £1 million game. Into the middle with Bullock. Pushing a few players back. So Salford just right of the sticks at the moment. They're a metre out. Maybe less than a metre. Atkin. The ball's going to bounce, but it's recovered by Salford still. Right. Brings the ball back towards the middle. A little bit disjointed there. Very uncharacteristic for Salford today. Atkin. Wide to dummy half. Goes left. Singleton. Pops the ball up to Hill. And it's a forward pass. Okay. I think that might be it, folks. You know, I think that was probably going to be the start of the comeback, but I think that's probably it. I think Hull FC might be the only team Salford will be able to beat watching this as an FC fan. Who knows at this point? So it's a scrum for Hull KR on their own 10. And it goes right to Davies, who spins. And push back over the 10. Red card sound effect needed. Well, as I said, if there's a donation before we get a red card in the game, then you'll get the sound effect. But it's got to be used for special occasions. Well, a full team of lone players by round 10. Maybe. Penalty against Salford. I cannot wait to make this match review video. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Oh, it's a 6 again. Well, you got the trumpet, Jay. You got the trumpet, remember? I did say if there was another one before we got a red card, then I'd give the... Oh. And it's a penalty against Salford. Oh, Chris Hill. Oh, well, it's a yellow. It's going to be...
It's going to be a yellow card. I can't speak. You ballless gate, Campbell. You dickhead!
Ah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Things we love to see. Spot on as well, Liam. Spot on. Hull KR. Shift right. Hiku. Oh! Come on. Briley, recover the ball. Briley gets on it. Salford recover the ball. Or do they? Oh, Hull KR's ball. Ah, shocking. So Salford with a captain's challenge. We'll have a gander here. If this is a blatant knock-on and they've asked to challenge this, I'm actually... Let's have a look. Cross. Cross, I'm speaking to you directly. If you were the one that called for the challenge, you're an idiot, mate. You know for a fact the ball has touched your hand. You know that. And yet somehow it's been challenged. Why? You know it's touched your hand. Why are you challenging a knock-on? We'll file that under pathetic, shall we? You moron. Again, that's if you actually chose to do that, by the way. If it was someone else's decision, fair enough. But if you chose to do it, you're an idiot. Utter stupidity, utter moronic behaviour all day. Knock on from Hull KR. You're exactly right, Liam. I might feel this could be the end of Salford, with them so close to losing the IMG gradings. Do you think Super League performance could make the difference? It might do. It might do, because if they can just get a few points... I'm trying to think, because it'll be the average, won't it? Because they finished 4th last year, so they'll get great points for last year's performance. So isn't it on a 3-year average? I think that's what it is. I could be wrong. Scrum for Salford on the 10. Singleton makes a few metres there. So, yeah, last year might make up for it. Any problems. I reckon they'd still finish maybe mid-table, even like this Salford team. But you never know. We will see. Watkins up to the 20. 12 minutes to go, folks. Sneed shifts left to Briley. And it just goes out the back. Cross comes up with it. To lose when we win league leaders and grand final, quite possibly. Yeah, so I suppose, yeah, actually. I don't think there's many Super League teams, even that are currently Bs, that would drop much lower. But I suppose that the Championship clubs like Bradford, especially as well, if they do a lot of good work in all of their areas, they could really get in. And I think there's been a knock-on from Salford, and I think there has been. So Hull KR are only about 12 metres out. Warrior Hargreaves takes the first carry of this set. There's 11 minutes to go. Hadley's going to play the ball for Litton, who's just kind of left with the sticks at the moment. And, yeah, it's going to be Sue with the next carry. I wonder what's going to happen now. Litton at dummy half. Richardson. Out the back to Broadbent. Brought down by McDonald, who's looking for a strip. Watkins joins late, but there's a carry with the... Warrior Hargreaves through the middle. So it went Donald Trump for a second there. There's a carry, a great, tremendous carry through the middle. Totally great. Little kick through. And they've got a bit of room to run. And Litton's going to go himself, and that's totally tremendous. Great try, great try. So that's probably going to be 42. So Salford's new owners got their work cut out for them, that's for sure. Exactly. I'd love to see how many penalties Salford have conceded tonight, at least. 6,738,392. I reckon you're about 15 over on that one, Jay. Rugby League Vegas, the most tremendous event in Rugby League history, quite possibly ever of all time. Huge. Maybe. I've seen a lot of people knock it. A lot of really, salty people just knock it. It's really exciting stuff. There's been a lot of publicity around it. Oh yeah, the kick's not guaranteed, actually. It's only 40. So I might have to change this back, we'll see. I thought the kit was going to be a bit easier than this. Camera just looking at the depleted Salford players. The kick's good. Don't worry about it, the kick's good. If he missed that, it could have been on. Might have been doable, but no. Stop watching before half time, fair enough. Wigan and Saints scored 46 last week. What do you think it'll finish tonight? I think there's at least another 12 available for Hull KR here. 8 minutes to go. I think there's another 12 they can get. Just turning back into your stream. You look genuinely upset. Do you know what? I'm just kind of... I don't know what I am. I don't know. It's a mix of emotions. Do you know what? Salford didn't lose tonight. Hull KR didn't win tonight. Rugby League lost tonight. Rugby League lost tonight. So there's a kick into touch from Hull KR. Seen loads of Saints fans knocking it. I wonder why. Well, yeah, I think the fact that I'm going to get to see Wigan v Warrington, and as a Wire fan, seeing a stadium that looks as beautiful as that, packed out, and even the NRL fans will be getting into it. I'm quite overwhelmed by the thought of that. To be honest, it's quite it's quite overwhelming. So Salford try and spread the ball. Almost tipped me on the horizontal there. Sneed waits at dummy half. Only 15 metres out from their own line. They go short side right. Masters eats up a few metres. Takes over the 30. So some good metres there. Carry from Watkins through the middle. Sneed spreads left. And they get past the 40. 4 tackle coming up. 6 minutes to go. Cross weights. Sneed chips from behind the 40. And it's recovered by Burgess. Even on Instagram page, Facebook, seen Sky Sports main page, posted all day. Every day, good exposure. Absolutely. Love to see Trin in Vegas. Just don't think we'll ever be in consideration for it unless we win something. Possibly, Liam, possibly. But warning, I don't know if you've seen, I mentioned it earlier, that if you look for Sky Sports, it's either Sky Sports or Sky Sports News. I think it's just Sky Sports. There was Colin Cloud. If you go on YouTube, search Colin Cloud Warrington Wolves, you'll see a video that they posted. It's pretty cool. You might have already seen it, I don't know. But some good stuff. And videos like that tend to get a lot of traction, so we'll see. Hull KR in possession now, 5th tackle. 5 minutes to go. Bit of a disconnect. And a knock on from Hull KR. Sneed with the penalty. I think they wanted two of the best teams for it to be a rivalry, so Wigan Wire was the obvious choice. Yeah, definitely. Wigan and Lee would be a big one. Saints and Wigan. Saints and Warrington would be a big one. I tell you what, if Toulouse came into Super League and had like a proper good team that could stay up for a good few years, Toulouse Catalans might get a decent bit of traction if they went. Because if Toulouse can stay in a while, there's more of a rivalry that actually builds with Catalans. So Singleton with a carry. 76 minutes gone from the clock. Sneed drops the ball. Well, I think I've heard enough about Salford. Trumpet cheered me up for a short while. Great stream as always. I'll be back for the next one. Thanks very much, mate. Thank you. I'd definitely like to see Wakey versus Leeds in Vegas. Could be an interesting one. Do you know what, folks? Let's get another trumpet, shall we? Splendid. Can't wait for Wire Witness. I miss those games. Yeah, me too. Me too. I mean, Witness did a pretty good job in the pre-season game. Yes, we had a bunch of our kids, but I think Witness did a pretty good job. Hopefully, we look a bit cleaner by then. But I would like to see teams like Witness and Bradford back in Super League. Hopefully with bigger fan base, or big attendance is what I mean. Greater attendance. Hull Derby in Vegas would be great. Are they giving Richardson man of the match? Rather Widnes and Bradford in Super League than Huddersfield and Salford? Well, at this point, yeah. I think you're probably right there, Liam. Be a good chance. Bradford already beaten Cass, so, you know, opportunity there. So Brierley, a bit slow to get up. They spread the ball left now. Cross, a bit of room to run down the left. Looking for a quick play of the ball down the left-hand side. Hankinson stops short on the 20. Jamie, I've been waiting since the second half started for that. Jamie, it's too late. Move on. Let it go. Okay? It's too late. Let it go. Twitter rumours circulating Salford players not been paid properly to the throwing games. Maybe. Who was it suggested it before? Was it Peter that said it before about Salford playing in protest? And Burgess has a bit of a break here. Brierley clips him, and then there's a knock on. So a minute to go. Bit of room to run down the left-hand side here for Salford. No, they're not really going to eat up the metres. Well, I think if they could nick a drop goal, just help the points difference here, Salford. It's up to you guys. Mate, if this was Warrington versus Saints, it was 42-0, I'd still be worried with 30 seconds to go. I'm just getting pictures of like Leon Price and Sean Long in my head. Just, oh no, it's a drop goal coming. Oh shit. Right to the next carry. So 15 seconds to go. Let's see if Salford could end this game on a high. Really wipe the smiles off the Hull KR supporters' face. So kind of kick through from Sneed, but it's taken on the full by Burgess, and it's the hooter's going to sound. So yeah, that's going to be full time, folks. Were Hull KR great, or was Salford just really shit? Not to defecate all over Hull KR's performance, but I think Salford were just really shit. Would you guys agree, though? Because I'm not trying to just completely shit on Hull KR's performance, but I don't... Like, they were good. They spread the ball quickly. The defensive line speed was good. Like, I noticed good stuff about the game. They spread the ball with pace, connected well, and defensive line speed was good. But outside of that, I think Salford were just really shit. So that's kind of the overview of the match review video that's coming to TikTok. Link in description, by the way. And I forgot to take the yellow card off Hill. He's not been off for 14 minutes. I just forgot to take it off him. But yeah, for me, it's as simple as that. Hull KR spread the ball fairly quickly, connected well, and had good defensive line speed, and the rest was Salford just being utterly shite. KR didn't get out of second gear, really, pretty much. Saints had put 80 points on this Salford team. Possibly. They were shit. They lost me £10. Yeah. Yeah. Jamie, it's over. Let it go. Let it go. See you tomorrow, Jay. See you tomorrow. I'm gonna drop a few. I'm gonna drop a few ads in there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to think. Hopefully Hull aren't this shite tomorrow. Hopefully it's a somewhat decent game. But I have already not got 100% this week on my predictions, so I do kind of need to be saved with another 5 out of 6. Just so you know, put money on Hull because pick Salford. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's completely fair. I even said after I picked it, congratulations on Hull KO for the 2 points. Like, I'm flabbergasted. Absolutely flabbergasted. So I'm going to be doing a match review video soon. But to everyone that's here, thank you very much for sticking with me during this utter shambles of a rugby league game. Yeah, warning, there was no Lewis and no May. And they even lost Evans after 2 minutes. That should have been Salford's game. Wow. So yeah, link to the TikTok is in the description if you have it. There'll be a match review video coming soon. This was coming after Leeds. Well, the thought was, Warney, that Salford, with the players they've got, we've already seen Wigan have a massive improvement. Leeds themselves had a massive improvement week 1 to week 2, so don't forget that. Why couldn't Salford do the same? Teams have gone from good to bad as well. Hull FC was one, and who was the other? Castleford, I guess, was another. But there's been a lot of back and forth, so if all these other teams couldn't do it, why, could do it, why couldn't Salford have that change? And on paper, if you look at Salford's squad on paper, it is ridiculously good. But that was just an absolute shambles. So, but yeah, thanks for being here, guys. If anyone has any final thoughts, do let me know. Salford's discipline, the worst I've ever seen. Yeah, it was awful, Kevin. Absolute shocking effort. Right, folks. In terms of peak viewers, I'm not sure what our peak was. I think we hit maybe 55, 56, something like that, which is greatly appreciated. And we had another donation from Jay in the stream today. It's greatly appreciated, Jay. Not had the red card sound yet. I'm not sure if I have played it this season, but I've not had to play it for an actual red card. It's been emotional, yes, Peter. It's been gut-wrenchingly shit. But yeah, guys, thanks for being here. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to go record that video now and just think about what Salford have done. But yeah, that's going to be it, though, folks. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for Huddersfield versus Hull FC. Has been a waste of time, Jamie, but yeah, we all got to enjoy what Salford are capable of. So yeah, that's going to be it, folks. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.